Just get a real sense it's just sort of feeling out at the moment. No sides taking ascendancy at this early stage.
Here's to Fletcher out of side. Loose man over the top is Stanton. Goes in his direction. Quickly goes around the corner. Another loose man. This time it's Ryder. Ryder from 55. He goes in the Crameri direction and finds Stuart Crameri. Dives in the pocket, favouring his left boot. Looks happy to take the shot.
Of Crameri and Hurley really taking ownership of the young forward line.
So he runs around, opens up the angle, and that is a terrific start for Essendon and Stuart Crameri.
Now to Dyson. Monfries. Watson ends up with it again. He's in a bit of trouble. Tackled. It was a good tackle by Simpson. Loose ball on the ground. Who's going to grab it? Hooker. Handball across to Heppel. Through the middle of the ground. It's a tough bouncing ball for Bell-Chambers, who did brilliantly. Gives it back to Monfries. Fast break is on. It needs to sit for Davey. Controlled that magnificently. Waltzes into the open goal and kicks Essendon's second.
Looking at who's ready to come on for the Blues, but who's there? Curnow. He's done some damage, as has Lately. He's back on the ground. Carazzo has been taken off the ground. This time, Essendon do well. Ends up with Melksham. Fires the long ball. Crameri, the target, doesn't need him. Outstanding long ball from Jake Melksham, and we're back to within 4 points.
Bell-Chambers and Cruiser. Stanton may be carried forward.
Really surprised at some of the tackling today. It's been very crude by both sides, and that was an easy give for the umpires.
Well, the big game, perhaps getting the better of them at the start, certainly for Jobe Watson. Handball to Ryder, now out to Hallett, outside 50. He sends it on the lead to Hurley, who marks. Terrific football by the Bombers.
Unluckily, in many respects.
Hurley's kicked 4 goals for this season, another at 50% coming into the game. He's improved the ledger the right way. The Bombers get the first goal of the second term. They lead by 2 points.
A lot of contested ball time. That causes a lot of fatigue.
And that's a terrible kick. Jamieson turns it over to Lonergan. It's coming back in. Zaharakis under the footy, and he did well. Scotland was closing, and he grabbed it.
Get there in time.
So Zaharakis, his name means sugar man in Greek. How sweet is that? Essendon by 9 points.
Curnow to Simpson. Back to Robinson. He's got Davey breathing down his neck. Onto the left boot he went. Dyson goes back. Takes the mark for the Bombers. He spotted Ryder in the middle. A well-weighted kick to him out the back. He was of Hampson to Heppel. Ran into a bit of trouble. High contact. Heppel's ball.
Bit stiff there, Chris Judd. Dyson Heppel just sort of tripped into that one.
So the boy from Leongatha, he was thinking about going long. And the young bomber goes to the old bomber, and Dustin Fletcher will have a rare kick at goal.
It won't be.
A long ball, a really long ball, a very popular kick from a very popular man.
But he looks like he's back out there now, and he should be okay.
Thanks, Kirky. Bell-Chambers, the one to Watson, squeezes a kick to Jetta, knocks it to Davey. This could be a really clever goal. Davey kicks, advantage the call. Outstanding Bombers.
Play tall, take marks, but has enough mobility to nullify bets at ground level.
So it's a free kick, the advantage paid. Now Garlett with a little bit of work to do. Yaron, in fact, in front of Zaharakis. Dangerous kick. Crameri, handball over the top for Jetta. He's 40 metres out. He pops it up to Davey. Davey doesn't let him down.
He doesn't need to be on the move. He should be able to kick this goal.
Davies kicked 2 straight this afternoon. Make that 3. Essendon have kicked the last 6.
Tackles his man. Heppel gets out of the tackle, squeezes it in the middle of the ground, finds Monfries. Now to Howlett. Can he find a target? Long ball. Stanton's down there. He just got a break on Yaron. And he can go back and make it a 29-point margin.
Got a break on Yaron, but the break was done. Tuck the tackle.
Yeah, that started down the other end.
Well, the Bombers last 5 scores were behind. Brett Stanton fixes that.
What I've seen the difference in this game, in this second half, is that Carlton won't allow that loose player, so therefore there's a lot of indecision when a player wins the football.
Some loose players now. Zaharakis sends a wobbly one in. Dangerous footy. Gathered eventually by Watson to Ryder. He kicks the goal, and Essendon lead by 34 points.
Fletcher again, just outstanding in the last line. It spills to Lonergan. He can run onto the loose ball, goes into the middle. Davies got one loose. In fact, he's got 2 loose. He goes wide to the outer side. Here's a chance. The first gamer, Delolio to Cramery, and Cramery stops, will go back and kick a goal. In round 1 against the Kangaroos, he's probably not as confident as he's ever been. He chips, he goals. It's suddenly the Bombers by 41 points at the MCG.
And you reckon a goal with your first kick in football is an exclusive cup? Daniel Metropolis in one all on his own. Long kick inside, 50! And the mark is taken by the man of the moment, Cramery.
Could I just add on about Cramery? I watched his last goal, he kicked and he cramped up. Starting to think about this next game.
He's kicked 2 goals, 5 today. This to give his team a 47-point lead. It's in, and it is all the Bombers at the MCG. Carlton, the warmest of favourites, coming in.
Certainly faring very weary, and as the game goes on without lack of interchanges, they're going to get tighter and tighter, and the game will slow, and you'll drop off your men, which Essendon are doing at the moment.
Jamison in all sorts of trouble. Delolio takes it, kicks forward to Cramery. He's going to run in and kick his 4th. Essendon by 47 points.
Watson just bullocks his way through to Lonergan, to half forward. Dygan couldn't control it. Cramery. Dygan desperate, does well. Tackle terrific. Delolio. The first gamer. A big tackle in the context of this match.
Straight back. He didn't call it. Come back on. Play on.
5 straight in the final term. The Bombers win it out of the middle. Lonergan bouncing ball. Delolio, the handball to Monfries, outstanding. And Monfries finishes. How quick was that?
Setting a plan and seeing it materialised.
Here's Hibbert, takes the footy out of Waite's grasp. Downfield the call.
Now, I don't think I've ever had a shot for goal for a long time, but 30 seconds, use up 40, because the umpire has never called play on from the kick. This is where you count the clock down. Do not go in and kick this football until that 40 seconds. I know they say 30. No, he's going to waste only 15, so...
Kick on its way. Cramery goals. That's the ball game, and his 5th.
And the old body will need to get itself right for Wednesday. They'll go into the Anzac Day clash with 4 wins from 4 matches. And today was against the odds.
Time since 2000 to start the season. They're unbeaten, Essendon, and what a way to do it against their traditional rivals, Carlton.